Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yang terhormat Dr. Nuri Herawati, Koordinator Magister Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia, Sekolah Pascasarjana Universitas Airlangga. Yang terhormat Prof. Khatijah Omar, Associate Professor of Management and Human Resource Management Faculty, Business, Economics and Social Development, University Malaysia, Terengganu. Dan selamat datang kepada semua peserta untuk kuliah tamu hari ini dengan topik Teori Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia. Sebelum saya mulai, mungkin saya mengingatkan bagi yang belum melakukan registrasi, diharap pada saat acara bisa diisi untuk link registrasi di chat box dan untuk kemudian di link attendance yang kami sediakan. Nah, selanjutnya saya persilahkan kepada Prof. Khatijah Omar untuk memulai kuliah tamu hari ini. Prof. Khatijah Omar, the time is yours.
Ya, terima kasih Fitri. Oke, assalamualaikum dan selamat siang ya, Dr. Nuri ya, Fitri, and all UNER postgraduate students that participate in this webinar today. Okay, hope you all in the best of health, yeah, and may happiness and barakah, yeah, we be with us always, inshallah. Okay, but before that, I would like to share my slide. Okay. Okay, can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes, Prof.
Yes. Can see.
Okay. All right. Okay. So given this topic, okay, I would say that the theories that we will be discussing in a little while are not restricted to today's lecture theories only. It depends on what we stress on. I mean, if we stress on the formation of the concept, we might discuss different theories. If we stress on the foundation of HRD theories, we might stress on different theories. And if we stress on the functions of the HRD, maybe different theories will be applied. Okay. But I don't know. I'm really sorry if, let's say, the content of the presentation today, okay, does not really suit the syllabus of UNER. But I try my best, okay, to do some research on theories that relate to human resource development. Okay, so the topic, as we know, that the topic given today is theories, human resource development theories. Okay, why it doesn't move? Okay, so basically the contents that I will go through today. Okay, first, what are the HRM and HRD? Okay, the concept, objective, functions. Okay, basically there are similarities between our HRM and HRD as well. There is some dissimilarity between HRM and HRD. But some portion of HRM and HRD, they are they share some elements between HRM and HRD. Then we go to evolution of HRD definitions. Okay, and after that, foundation of HRD. Okay, theories. Okay, basically, there are a few scholars, okay, who took foundation theories for HRD theories as psychology, economics, and system theory. But lately, okay, there are also scholars that say that foundation of HRD theories can be extended to several other theories too. Okay. So next, okay, human resource management versus human resource development. Okay, I would like to ask here, the participants here, all my dear students here, okay, what can you say about HRM and HRD? Any difference between them? Okay, anybody want to what? To voice out their what? Their opinion
Yes.
on what
Hello,
is human
Prof.
resource? Yeah. Okay, Herma.
Yes, it's different, Prof.
Okay.
If I didn't wrong about it, human resource development is part of human resource management, because
Okay.
human resource management is handle a whole things about handling an organization like that.
Yes, you are very right. Okay, so actually HRD is subset of HRM, right, Herma? Okay, because in HRM
Yes.
we have planning, recruiting, staffing, rewarding, retaining employees, and taking care of the welfare of the employees. So part of the function in HRM is training, right? So that training, then we expand the training to human resource development. Yes, you are very right, Herma. Thank you very much. Okay, so next, okay, so we continue our, I don't know lah, really sorry. Why here? Okay, it's hard to move. What happened? Okay, so next we go to human resource management. Okay, as said by Herma, okay, there is a difference between human resource management and human resource development. Okay, because actually human resource development is subset of human resource management, or we can say that human resource development is a portion of human resource management. Okay, let's look together at human resource management. Okay, human resource management, as stated here, is the organizational function that manages all the issues related to the people in an organization to improve employee and organizational productivity so as to achieve the organizational objective. That is what is explained by human resource management. Okay, while human resource development, okay, as we discussed earlier, okay, as stated by Herma and we discussed together before this. Okay, HRD, human resource development, is a process for developing and unleashing expertise for the purpose of improving individual, team, work process, and organizational system performance. Okay, so the keyword, the keywords is developing and unleashing expertise. So how to develop, how to improve, how to unleash the expertise of individuals? Sometimes we have to guide our subordinates or employees. We have to give further training for them to show their true potential. Because yes, HRM putting the right people at the right place, but knowing the strength of each of the employees is very important, because when we know the strength that our employees or our subordinate have, then we can really we can really put maximize their potential actually. Okay, all right, then okay, we go to the objective of human resource management and objective of human resource development. Okay, because we have to know, okay, we have to know the true objective, what is the objective of human resource management, and what is the objective of human resource development. Knowing the objective then will will show us, okay, for the right theory that we are going to use for the purpose of this lecture. Okay, so what is the objective of human resource management? Okay, here 4 objectives are listed. First, to increase the employees' contribution towards organization by putting the right people at the right place and at the right time. Okay, that is one of the objectives of human resource management. Okay, the second one is to maximize, okay, the potential of employees to achieve individual and organizational goals. So when we have the right people be put at the right place and at the right time, then we can maximize the potential of them. Okay, the third one is to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of employees by providing relevant programs. Okay, and the last one is to retain performing employees by offering competitive package of compensation and career opportunities. Okay, because it is very crucial, yeah, for us to retain the performing employees. If not, okay, after we have invested so much on the employees, and these performing employees then be stolen by other employers, that one is a very big waste for the organization. And then we go to objective of human resource development. Okay, so what are the objective of human resource development? Okay, the first one is to upgrade employee skills. Okay, to upgrade employee skill is by identifying the appropriate trainings, okay, of the what is needed by the employees, because different employees sometimes will need different kind of training, even though they hold the same position, for example, accountant 1 and accountant 2, but maybe both of them need different kind of training, say, okay, to upgrade their skill so that they can perform their job better. And then the second one is to increase employee motivation. Okay, because HRD actually is to develop or to encourage the employees to perform better, okay, their tasks and responsibility. And one of the factors that can make them to show their potential to perform better is through motivation. Okay, and then the third one, the objective of human resource development is to improve employee performance. Yeah, so here by providing them the right competencies, the needed competencies that they need. And then to provide career guide is another objective of human resource development. Yeah, because career path actually is one of the function of human resource development. Okay, providing the employees the right career path. Okay, so succession planning, all those things. Okay, even though it is under human resource management, but specifically also can be put under human resource development. Okay. And the last one is to enhance employee and organizational effectiveness, efficiency, and well-being. Okay, next we go to okay, sorry. Oh, I missed one slide. Yeah, the function. Okay, so actually we have function. Okay, function of human resource management. Okay, so okay, can anybody here share with me the functions of human resource management and the functions of human resource development? Okay, Herma, you want to say something again, or to be together with me again? Okay.
I need to recall a bit. Let me recall
okay.
a bit. Maybe I told you before, like human resource management is like handling all over the organization needed from input until output. not only a human, but for human resource development only handle about human things, about like pekerja, karyawan, apa ya?
Ya,
Ya,
karyawan.
karyawan seperti itu. Tapi but human resource management, it's handling all over from input until output and everything, not just about a human, like that. Like rules, maybe about policy, like that. I think maybe.
Yes,
I'm
that
sorry
one
if
is
there's
part of
something
them.
wrong.
Yes, okay. So
Yeah.
human resource management from A to Z about employees, right?
Yes.
From the
Yes.
beginning, when from the employee not entering the organization yet, okay, because we have the human resource planning, right? Human resource planning at that particular time, the employee not yet enter into the organization, but the human resource management function is to plan, okay, the need for the employees, or the need to for the human resource, and then recruitment, selection, human resource development, then performance appraisal, what else, labor relation, safety and health. So yes, like what you said, Herma, okay, HRM handle everything from A to Z, from the employee want to apply for the job until they say bye-bye to the organization. But for the human resource development, only 3 components that really attached to human resource development function, okay, which are training and development, okay, organization development, as well as career development, okay. So those are the functions of the human resource management and human resource development, okay, because I missed this slide actually. Okay, so we go to the next slides. Okay, human resource development activities begin, okay, when an employee begin their work, okay, and resumes his or her service in the organization, okay, and then human resource development programs, okay, must be always in line with changes, whether it is internal changes or external changes, and take into account development plans and organizational changes so that human resource can function effectively and efficiently. And especially now, when we have COVID-19, the way people work is different from usual, okay. So maybe different kind of training need to be given to our employees, okay, so that they can further carry their tasks, okay, efficiently and effectively despite the problem that we are having now, okay. And as we mentioned before, the key components of HRD, of human resource development, are, okay, as I highlighted here, okay, training and development, career advancement, and organizational development and performance, right? Okay, now let's go to the evolution of HRD definition. Okay, actually, HRD has numerous definition, okay, because when you go to the book or the journal, okay, writing on definition of HRD, you might find, okay, various definition being given by the scholars, but actually don't worry, okay, because those numerous definition will make the human resource development, okay, colorful and meaningful, because different people will look at different angle of human resource development, okay. And actually, okay, Nadler, okay, in 1917, okay, was the first who used, okay, as you can refer here, okay. Okay. As I mentioned before, Nadler was the first who used the term HRD in American society, for training and development. But the first definition was in 1964. But I forgot who was the one who gave the definition of HRD in 1964. But if you look at the table, if you look at these 3 table, okay. The 3 table here. Okay, there are about 17 definitions altogether that fall into three categories. Okay, first wave are definitions that were developed in 1960s to 1970s. Okay, the second wave, why is it? The second wave of definition emphasis on individual learning and organizational learning. Okay, while the third wave of HRD definition emphasize on diversification and globalization. So you can see here the evolution of HRD definition from the beginning in 1960s until 2014 is the latest one. Okay. So as we go to the topic for today, the foundation or the foundation of the HRD theories. Okay. So as mentioned by many scholars, okay, the theories of HRD, okay, the foundation for HRD theories basically include psychological theory, economic theory, and system theory. These three theories are the foundation or the important or the main foundation for HRD theories. Okay. Okay, so as mentioned here, I took from Swanson, 2001. Okay, so he argued that the foundation of HRD theories come from three important theories, which are psychological theories, economic theories, and systems theories. Okay, so we will go one by one. After that, okay, the previous figures, okay, as I mentioned before, okay, so adapted from R.A. Swanson in 1995 and 2001 actually. Okay, however, okay, as we know that theory evolves, okay, theory always evolves, and later, okay, instead of these three theories, okay, the learning theory and theory of performance then added into the Swanson model, okay, for additional theory foundation of HRD. Okay, so there are reasons behind adding the learning theory and theory of performance into the foundation of human resource development actually. Okay, so adult learning theory provide the foundation for HRD, okay, while performance is the key ingredient in economic system and psychology theory. So that's why, okay, adult learning theory as well as theory of performance then come into play into the foundation of the HRD theory. Okay. Okay, so far, is there any question or any suggestion or any opinion that anybody here want to share with us? Yes, anybody? I don't want to call upon Herma again, but I know, Herma, that you are very participative student. Okay, I will remember your name. And when I go to UNER, the first person beside the staff at UNER that I want to see is you. Remember that. Okay, so in general, the foundation of HRD, we can say that instead of those three theories, psychological theory, economic theory, and system theory, learning theory and performance improvement theory also are the foundation of HRD theories. Okay. Okay, so basically this is the diagram for HRD theories. Okay, so HRD theories, the foundation are psychology theory, and we will discuss Gestalt theory, behavioral theory, and cognitive theory. And then economic theory. Okay, economic theory we will look at into two different perspectives. Because some scholars say, okay, when we discuss economic theories, we just focus on human capital theory, resource scarcity, as well as sustainability theory. But there is also another group of scholars say that when we discuss economic theories, okay, beside these 3 theories, there are other 5 theories that need to be discussed under economic theory. But this one we will go to it later on, okay, one by one. Okay, the third theory, system theory, okay, input, then process, output, and feedback, okay, because system theory, I could not find that many theories that can support this, but it's okay, because we have 2 sessions, right? This one, 8 May, and another session is on the 22nd of May, but that one is also on theory of human resource development. If let's say I miss something in this session, I promise you that I will top up. I will top up in the next session. But basically, in this session, we will go to the foundation of the HRD theories. And then the next session, which is on the 22nd of May, we will go, or we will zoom into specific theory that explaining the 3 functions of human resource development. Okay, so but for today, we just go to the HRD theories foundation. So the foundations, the theories that make up the HRD theories. Okay, and we have also learning theories as well as the performance improvement theories. Okay, all right, where is it? No. Okay, we go to the first one, psychology theory. Okay, have you had to this psychology theory before? Okay, anybody? Okay, but not Herma. I know Herma. You know this theory. You are going to be a favorite student, yeah?
Yes, because I already studied like this before.
Okay, psychology theory. Okay, psychology theory is psychology is the science of behavior and the mental process of human. What do we think? Okay, so in this psychology area that relates to HRD theory, okay, we will go into 3 specific theories, okay, which are Gestalt theory, behavioral theory, and cognitive psychology theory. Okay, these 3 theories are very critical theories for HRD. Okay. Okay, as stated here, okay, these theories are extremely helpful in understanding and improving adult and professional education because the theories of psychology can clarify the theory, research, and practice related to HRD. Okay, because actually adult learning is different. Okay, adult learning is different from children learning. Okay, because adult, okay, if let's say retention power of children maybe 10 to 15 minutes, okay, but adult maybe 15 to 20 minutes, but it depends. It depends on the materials, it depends on the facilitators, it depends on the way of way of distributing or conveying the information. All right. So we go to the Gestalt theory. Okay, this theory defines rules that describe how the human brain interprets complex structures, and proximity, similarity, for example, suggest a pattern. So the way we see something, then we don't see something as the different element, but we see something one by one, and then we make them into one whole lot that suggests the pattern of that. Okay, this is what Gestalt theory said. For example, okay, so example here, okay, let's go to example together. Okay, when people read a text, okay, when people read a text, okay, let's say they see the overall words and meaning rather than each specific letter form. Okay, that is what is meant by Gestalt theory. Okay, when we see structure by structure, later on we will combine those single structure into a complex one that later will give us the full meaning. Okay, so that is actually what is Graham 2008 trying to say. Okay, thus when people learn, okay, according to Gestalt theory, they are likely to shift from entity to entity, a specific term to specific term, or specific structure to specific structure, or specific element one by one, rather than focus on each specific element, but they will look at it, okay, they combine them into the whole lot to make up the meaning, the meaning of what they have seen or what they have read, okay, so that it can give meanings to them. Yeah. Okay, so this is Gestalt theory actually. Okay, so we have the stimulus, sensory receptor, neural, but actually brain will process all of them and will tell us what actually we have seen, what actually we have read. Yeah, so the brain will give the full understanding. Yeah, make us understanding of what we have seen or what we have read or what we have listened. Okay, so this is Gestalt theory. Okay, the second theory under psychology theory is behavioral psychology theory. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, behaviorism refers to a natural science that takes the whole field of human adjustment as its own. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, this means behaviorism is directly explained as the science of what behavior is possible. Okay, so a behaviorist is not likely to consider the psychological climate. However, they are concerned about reinforcement for positive behaviors. Okay, so when we reinforce the positive behaviors, okay, so here where the motivational theories then come into play. Okay, so here is the foundation of human resource development. But remember that I told you in our next session we will go into the specific theory, okay, specific theory that will explain the specific function of the human resource development. Okay, all right, next is cognitive psychology theory. Okay, but actually I don't know at your side, yeah? But for me, okay, learning theory is a bit boring. Okay, that is my for me lah. Okay, but I don't know the rest of you, because actually unless okay, it is it is explained by psychologists, because they know how to explain this psychology theory in their own world. Okay, so cognitive psychology theory, what is it actually? Okay, cognitive psychologists have done extensive research on process by which people understand and remember information. Okay, so this is said by Pengembangan and De Rosa in 1985. Okay, and actually cognitive theory, okay, cognitive theory allows affirmative action as an aggressive way to change attitudes. Okay, so if we want to change our employees' attitude, that's why cognitive psychology theory is very important. Okay, because actually our cognitive will force us to understand and remember the instruction, remember the words, okay, remember whatever has been told to us. Okay, so that is why cognitive theory is very important in this human resource development theory. Okay, so far, is there any question from anybody of you?
I would like to ask Professor of Khadijah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I would like to ask what is the practical use of Gestalt theory? I mean in HRD context.
Again?
What is the practical use of Gestalt theory? I mean the theory that could be implemented in HRD issues in the real life. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Gestalt theory said that when we see something, okay, we see, yes, we see something, but we see first we see one by one, portion by portion, right? But at the end, we will come to the understanding of the whole lot. So Gestalt theory is really relevant to human resource development, because there are several ways of people, especially employees, they learn something. Okay, some of the employees, they learn bit by bit, okay, portion by portion. Okay, it depends on the stage of the employees. Okay, some of the employees, they are the beginners, and some of the employees, they are maybe intermediate, at the intermediate level, and some of the employees, they are matured employees, matured employees, or we can say that we can just let them to be independent already. Okay, they can do the job by themselves. Okay, but for the beginners, for example, okay, if we want to teach them, okay, so they can see portion by portion. Okay, and actually Gestalt theory is relevant here. Okay, because when we learn something, okay, we don't see the whole picture, the whole picture at the first time. We will see one by one, okay, portion by portion, bit by bit, okay, element by element, structure by structure, and at the end we will combine them, okay, to make it to make us understand better. So Gestalt theory actually is relevant to explain how actually people learn, okay, or gain knowledge from something. Okay, I hope that I answer your question. Hello.
Okay, okay, thank you for
Okay.
the answer. So,
All right, all right. Okay, so we move to the next theory, which is economics theory. Okay, so economics theory is about how society use their resources to produce the goods and service they want. Okay, but under these economic theories, actually, okay, the common theories discussed are human capital theory, okay, theory of resource scarcity, and also sustainability theory. Okay, and among the economic theories, actually, human capital theory is considered by HRD as the most applicable branch. Okay, where is it? Okay, human capital theory. Okay, human capital theory, actually, when we explain human capital theory, it is the concept that this concept was first introduced in 1776 in the field of classical economics. Okay, this one is stated by Fitzsimmons, 1999, and actually human capital theory focusing on human education, okay, personality and health. Okay, so meaning that here, if we want somebody to change from A to B, from B to C, from C to D, and so on, okay, it is through education, it is through training, and it is through improvement of personality from B personality into A personality. And also, if we want the human capital, our employee, to be meaningful to us, their health must be taken care of also, because the sick employees, if they the not so good in health employee, when they do their task and responsibility, the result gonna be different from the employees who are very healthy. Okay, so in human capital theory, the notions are, okay, based on quantity and based on quality. Okay, the first perspective, productivity, is based on quantity. Okay, this one, the old school. Okay, so meaning that the more the workers, the higher the productivity. That is no longer 100% true, for this time. Okay, because we have this technology to help us, maybe we have the machine to help us, maybe, right? And the second perspective is productivity based on quality. Okay, the better capability, the better competencies, personality, and health of the worker, the higher the productivity. And this will not need any additional workers, but investment in training, health, and personality is needed. So this actually what is stress on today's human capital theories. Okay, we don't need that many employees, especially now and in future. There will be lesser and lesser employees needed, okay, with more artificial intelligence, more robotics, more machine will replace human resource, right? Or maybe the smart employees will replace the 3 common employees that organization have. Okay, then okay, this is the diagram of human capital theory, okay, that focus on human education, personality, and health. Okay, so we have here intangible asset, which is human capital. Why intangible? But it is not the body of the human, but what is in the thinking and the personality, the belief that they have. Okay, so usually, okay, formal education, okay, training and other knowledge and skills, okay, will contribute to the value of the human capital, which then later on will increase the productivity, and this increased productivity will also increase the earnings and profitability of the organization. Okay. Okay. Saya rasa tekak sudah kering, ya. So,
Puasa ya, Prof.
Iya.
Kurang sebentar lagi.
Yeah. Alright. So that's why I really love to see my students here also participate, so that we can switch the roles. Sometimes I be the listener and sometimes I be the speaker. All right. But then I'm not worried here because I have Herma. But I do hope that I have other names also here. Okay. All right. So anybody, have you heard about human capital theory that you want to share with me from your own understanding? Yeah, because actually it has been 2 semesters that I don't teach HRD actually. So maybe you can supply me with some fresh additional, okay, sharing, to be shared with me regarding the human capital theory. Anybody here?
Ya, silakan peserta mungkin bertanya bisa dengan bahasa Indonesia.
Ya, bisa. Saya juga bisa. Tapi kalau di Malaysia, kalau dikata bisa itu racun. Ya, tapi nggak apa-apa. Saya juga bisa berbicara bahasa Indonesia walaupun nggak sempurna. Maafkan saya jika perkataannya mungkin tersalah apa itu perkataan yang digunakan, ya, word choice, wrong word choice that I use. Oke, boleh aja ya, bisa berbicara dalam bahasa Indonesia juga. Tapi Indonesia yang Indonesia. Bukannya apa, because Indonesia actually they have more than 100 languages, right? So you are very rich of languages, Sumber,
Jawa.
Yeah. Jawa, yes, Jawa. All right.
Prof, I would like to ask you about something, Prof.
Oh, I takut ya.
No, this is about
You scared me.
common problem, Prof.
Yeah.
Actually, organization always try to develop the employer with training and development.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's getting stuck and fail. So what factor or what should the organization do for make the training and development itu berhasil?
Yeah. Okay, actually, because actually we sometimes, okay, before giving the training to the employees, okay, the employers or management actually has to do the need analysis, okay, need analysis. Actually, because sometimes, okay, why we are just, the employees just was just instructed, okay, you have to go to this training, you have to go to this training, right? Okay, but actually, do we really know that she or he need that kind of training? So that's why, if we want to ensure that the training that be given to the employees will be resulted in a positive result, okay, so need analysis must be done, must be conducted first and foremost, because that need analysis will tell you, okay, this what are the weaknesses that they have and what are the strengths that they have. So what are the training to be given to him or her so that they can reduce the weakness or to improve or to boost the strength that they have. So and then apart from need analysis, the planning of the training also need to be done, okay, from A to Z, meaning that, okay, if let's say you want to have the training to be given to the employees, we have to really plan first, must have the objective, what is the objective of the training, okay, and then who are the facilitator. Okay, sometimes tangkap muat aja. Mau tahu itu tangkap muat? Ya, tangkap muat. Dan kalau di Malaysianya, without considering the expertise, okay, so that person is not really the expert to give the training to the employees, but because of maybe personal interest or whatever, maybe whatever the reason, so those are the persons who were chosen to give the training. And then the content of the training, the content, the duration of the training, okay, the methodology, okay, the same content, but then the delivery, the methodology of delivery is different. Sometimes will give different results. Okay, for example, now, okay, I'm giving you the lecture on topic HRD theories. Okay, it is the different result will be obtained if I give you the lecture face to face. I'll be there, okay, so that I can just pulas you punya telinga if you don't pay attention to me. Okay, compared to just, yes, you're just listening to me. Yes, via webinar here, and in fact, I don't know. Maybe here, my understanding, oh, only Herma and several others that really follow me, but the rest maybe just on the laptop and then maybe do something else, right? So different kind of approach and methodology will result in different end result. Okay, so that maybe what I can answer you, Herma.
Yes,
Okay.
Prof. Thank you very much clearly.
Yeah. Okay, next we will move to the next one. Yeah, theory of resource scarcity. Okay, under theory of resource scarcity, okay, this view is rooted in the concept of scarcity of natural resources as fundamentally a physical phenomena. Okay, of course, in this world, okay, resource is very what we say, natural resources actually, especially is a very valuable asset, and many economists saw knowledge, skills, and technology as the solution, because resource scarcity, okay, from day to day, actually our natural resources especially depleting, they becomes lesser and lesser, and many economists says that, okay, yes, knowledge, skill, technology will provide the solution. Why? Knowledgeable, skillful employees will know how to make use, how to optimize the resources, okay, with minimum waste and minimum defect. Also, technology. Technology use will result in minimum waste and minimum defect. So here, under the theory of resource scarcity, when we are experiencing the depleting in resources, okay, knowledge, skills, and technology can help us to make optimum use of our resources. This one, we say that less is more, and so I hope you have come across this less is more before, right? Okay, Herma, I sakit tekak, then you too. Okay, anybody can play their role as a speaker now to help me. Okay, Fitri, you want to say something?
Perhaps Bu Nuri bisa
Yeah.
membantu, Bu.
Dilanjut
Alright,
saja dulu, Prof.
Ya,
Dilanjut saja dulu.
dilanjut saja dulu.
Ya.
And then we stop whenever we feel to stop.
Ya.
Okay, so next is, okay, this is the diagram of scarcity theory. Okay, yes, we have finite resources, but with unlimited wants and needs, right? Okay, so as we discussed before, the finite resources then will be at their optimum use with the help of skill, knowledge, and technology. Okay, so we come to the third theory in economic theory, which is sustainability theory. Okay, this theory, okay, actually Smith in 1977 highlighted the importance of the sustainability of the of the earth resources of planet as a generator of wealth and income. Yeah. Can I have 1 or 2 minutes, please?
Yes,
Of course.
Okay.
it's okay, Prof.
Sakit tekak lah, Bang. Okay, we continue. Okay, so for the sustainability theory, Okay, so I will repeat that Smith in 1977, okay, highlighted the importance of resources, okay, as generator of wealth and income, okay. And for him, okay, human resource development was very important to increase the productivity, because actually through training, through knowledge given and skills obtained, okay, so the workers then can specialize in their work. And he considered the land to be an important economic asset, and certain aspect for environment was needed to ensure the survival of the capitalist world, okay. But actually, what is the gist of ideas here is that the resources need to be used wisely, okay, at the minimum waste, so that it gives the optimum output from that, okay. And as mentioned before, employees with knowledge, with skills to handle specific tasks and responsibilities will make sure that the productivity will be achieved with minimum waste and defect. Yeah. Okay, so this is another perspective of human economic theories. Okay, because before this we said that economic theories, human capital theory, and then resource scarcity theory, and sustainability theory. But another perspective of economic theory, they discuss economic theories using 5 different theories. Okay, the first one is human capital theory. Okay, so this is the same as the first version. Okay, the second one is human investment. Okay, human investment theory. Okay, and the third one is human development. The fourth one is sustainable development. I think this one is the same as the first version. And the last one is people-centered development. Okay, so this is another perspective of economic theories discussed by some of the scholars. Yeah. Okay, so what is human capital theory? Okay, so human capital theory actually stress on knowledge, competencies, attitude, personality, behavior, and health that can increase productivity. So under human capital theory, it is believed that the employees that are provided with knowledge, the right competencies, the right attitude and personalities and behavior, and the employees who are healthy, okay, they can increase the productivity, which in the end will also contribute to the organizational performance. Yeah. The second theory is human investment theory. Okay, this one is human capital theory. Yeah? So the second one is human investment theory. Okay, human investment theory is the concept to sacrifice the current value to achieve future benefits. So it means that if we want something that is of more value in future, we have to make some investment. And for the organization, if they want to have better profit, better performance in future, so from now on, they have to put, or they have to have some investment on the employees, especially in terms of training, in terms of educating them, in terms of maybe making them compatible with the new technologies. So those are some of the investment that the organization have to make to ensure that at the end, they will the organization will will have better profit and will experience better performance. Yeah? Next, okay, is the human development theory. Okay, human development theory is a process for choosing the best optimum in humankind. Okay, because the final aim of this theory are quality, equality, sustainability, and empowerment. Okay, so this theory really encourage or really suggest that the employees must always be developed, okay, according to the what is needed at that particular situation and time. The fourth theory is the people-centered development theory. Okay, this theory is where a development that focuses on human being as subject and object. Okay, subject here is the human being or employees is the agent to develop, and as the object is the employees or the human being are the persons who receive the development. Okay, so under this people-centered development, okay, people is the center, so people is the subject and people is the object. But of course, sometimes we the people, okay, some of us will play as the subject, and some time we also be the object. So it depends on the situation and it depends on the time. All right. This one I don't want to go one by one. Okay, and the last one, okay, the last one under economic theory, the different perspective of it is the sustainable development theory. Okay, actually this sustainable development theory was initiated in year 2015. But before that is MDG, okay, Millennium Development Goals, okay, and it was initiated in the year of 2000. Okay, I think most of you heard or come across with SDG, right? Sustainable Development Goals, where we have about 17 sustainable development goals, and the gist of the ideas of this SDG is no one is left behind. All right, so from SDG 1 until SDG 17, there is special aims at for each of the SDG. And let's in our university also in Malaysia, if we want to nowadays, if we want to look for or want to apply for the grants, or we want to have maybe public lecture, okay, or maybe write articles, always must relate to SDG. Okay, that is one of the, I don't know whether tricks or one of the requirement that applicants have to do when they want to seek for the grants or want to have a talk. So SDG always in mind. Okay. Okay, we have covered 2 theories. Okay, psychology theory and what economic theories. One more theory to go. Okay, and one more theory to go. That theory is that theory is system theory. Okay, this one is very simple theory. And as I mentioned before, I have done, but not extensive, search, okay, and not that extensive literature review or reading. But I found that this system theory, they stress on input, process, output, and feedback. Okay, so not much I found about this theory, but what I can share with you is that McLean 2006, okay, stressed that system theory is essential. Okay, is essential to the organization development. Okay. Okay, and okay, this is the diagram of the system theory. Okay, input, then we have the transformation process here. Okay, output, and then feedback, and then the circle come again and again, right? Okay, but how does this theory relate to HRD actually? Okay, so input actually raw material, human resource, capital, technology, information here. Okay, it depends on the what is the input will determine the process. And actually whatever the inputs here, after they go through the process, it will also determine the output. So if let's say the input is A grade, the output will also be the A grade. So that's why we say that human resource is part of the inputs. So knowledgeable human resource, skillful human resource, competence human resource, okay, will decide what kind of input to be made, okay, in order to get the desired output. Okay. I myself, I don't know what I'm saying actually. Kepala saya pun tak jalan. And I'm really sorry. Okay, but okay, so we have just to proceed. Okay. Okay, so input effect process, okay, which affects output. Yes, of course, that is very true. And output actually affect feedback. And then of course output affect feedback when we say that, okay, when our customer bought something from us, for example, the products with defects, of course we will receive the negative feedback. But if let's say we sell the high quality output or the product, of course the feedback that we'll receive from the customers will be also positive. And feedback affects inputs. Okay, so the loops continues. Okay, so input, process, output, feedback, and then if let's say we learn something from the process, then maybe the new process will be better. For example, if we learn something from the feedback given from the customers, okay, customers say, oh, I don't like your product, because when I bought your product yesterday, I found that the product blah, 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 blah. So now we learn something from there, right? So then the loop continues, but with different kind of input to make sure that the output becomes better for the second round, okay? And human resource development scholars and professionals actually need to consider a system theory approach when they are in charge of organization development, right? Okay, the next theory under the second perspective, economic theory, is learning theory. Okay, Malcolm Knowles was the father of the adult learning theory in the USA, and this is stated by Jagodzinski, 2012. And as we mentioned before, adult learning is different from children learning. Adult learning is very important to be applied in human resource development, because employees, most of the employees, they are adults and they learn differently, not just like the children learn at school. So that's why when we have the training, we do have the on-job training, off-job training, and we have different kind of approaches for the training to be delivered to the employees. And adult learning actually, most of the adult, they learn through the andragogy, not pedagogy, andragogy. And most of the adult, they learn through the self-directed learning. Self-directed learning meaning that yes, when they are self-motivated learning, that one is very meaningful. And then under these theories also we also come across the transformational learning. Transformational learning meaning that when we learn something during the training session, okay, later on when we go out of the class or of the training session, there are something that we gain, and then those knowledge and those skills that we learn in the training session then will help us to transform in terms of what? In terms of attitude, in terms of behavior, in terms of the ways we do our work, in terms of our productivity, and in terms of our maybe how we carry out our tasks as compared as before we go to training. Okay, so usually transformational learning is the training or the learning process that at the end, okay, at the end of the learning session or after the learning session or the training session, it able to transform the employees. Physically, not really lah, meaning that the way they carry out or the way they do their work, or maybe if let's say the training is meant to change the attitude and behavior, then this can be gained in the transformational learning. All right. And the last one is performance improvement theory. Okay, so under this theory, economic theory, the second version of the economic theories is the performance improvement theory, where okay, the performance improvement theory based on the theoretical and empirical evidences from the literature. Okay, 5 factors are identified in the individual factors that will improve performance. Okay, what are those factors? Okay, they are motivation, okay, self-efficacy, personal qualities, technological affinity, and cultural differences. Okay, here are the factors that we will learn those theories specifically in our next settings on the 22nd of May. All right. Okay, do we have more slide here? Okay, so maybe this is not that the end of the slide yet, but I would like to share this wise saying by Ken Robinson. Okay, what did he say? Okay, human resources are like natural resources. They are often buried deep. Okay, you have to go looking for them. They are not just lying around on the surface. You have to create the circumstances where they show themselves. Okay, so here is where HRD, human resource development, comes into play. Okay, so to make sure that our employees can show their true potential, okay, they have to be given the guidance, they have to be given the right training so that they know how to handle some of the work more effectively and efficiently. Okay, because some of them, they don't really know that actually they have the potential that is beyond what they have shown at this time. Okay, so HRD actually will unleash the potential of most of the employees that though they don't realize that they have the potential of being the performing employees. Okay. Okay, so thank you.
Hey, participant, maybe you have a question.
Okay, so yes, or maybe we can just have this discussion. All right.
Okay, yeah, or sharing your experience. You can you can use English or in
yeah. Oh, Bu Nuri, you also batuk-batuk.
yeah.
Okay, I have a question from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
Silakan.
Miss. Yeah, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Yeah, I would like to ask about the system theory. I think earlier you have not talked about the organizational citizenship behavior. So I would like to ask how is the OCB affects the organization in system theory? Because sometimes, you know, in work we are often asked to do works that is not in the SOP. It was not supposed to be our work, but we have to do it. Something like that.
Okay. Maybe the relation OCB
Yeah.
OCB,
with OCB with system theory.
Yes.
OCB, organizational
Citizenship behavior.
Citizenship behavior.
or citizenship behavior with the
Yeah. System theory.
system theory, organizational. Okay, system
OCB
theory.
and system theory.
Okay, citizenship behavior is okay. Are you sure that it relates more to system theory rather than other theories? Yes, Vidya. So you want to know how the OCB relates to the system theory? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I mean, how OCB affects the output or something is it,
Okay, yes, okay.
in system
So,
theory.
okay, OCB theory, okay, or citizenship behavior, okay. So, most of the organization today, they stress on the OCB, okay, because when they stress on the OCB, they can make the employees feel like they are the owners of the organization, right? Okay, when they feel that they are the owners of the organization, they feel that they are the citizens. The citizenship behavior, meaning that you have the very close attachment to the organization. So yes, more and more organization, they prefer their employees to have higher OCB level. Okay, why? Because if they have high OCB level, they will treat them as the owner of the organization, and they will try to get the maximum output from what they give as the input. All right, so they will employees with high OCB level, okay, they will really consider them, they will think a lot in terms of effort, time, and then in terms of what they invest. Okay, invest not just meaning that financial, but what they give as the input process here. Okay, to produce the output. For example, we as the lecturer, a lecturer with high OCB level, okay, will try to give the best input so that they can produce the best output. So I can, as a lecturer, I want my students to be the outstanding student. So what kind of input that I have to give actually? Yeah? So people with high OCB level will try to give the best effort in the input stage, so that because they are interrelated. So what you give, if you give A for the input, so A for the process, and you have to have the A output, or maybe A plus output if the process here is the conducive process. Right, so macam kalau kita in the class, okay, we give the lecture, and then in the class, okay, using the right methodology, the participative approach, okay, so to make sure that our student understand, so that later on our students come up with a very good understanding that they can apply in their workplace, or if not the workplace, in their everyday life. Okay, so that is, yeah, my response to to your question, yeah, Vidya.
Okay. Okay, Vidya.
Yeah, Vidya. So you have, if let's say you want to share your understanding with us, also you are welcome, yeah, Vidya, so that we can learn from you also. Yes, Vidya.
Maybe not really system theory, but I was my thesis proposal. This is about not really bad OCB in which the worker is really like to work overtime, and that's not that's bad for the health. I think this is in Japan. My my paper. This is so it's like the input the OCB, the workers are very enthusiastic to the point of
Yes.
they're sometimes neglecting their health, and the
Yes.
output the company is sometimes they even have the workers that from overwork. So I think yeah, like you say, it's probably better to have a sustainable development in the company. So workers' health is also very important.
Yes. OCB is very important actually. Okay, when you very attached to your organization. Okay, you won't bother if you are given the what the the overload at work, and you will not bother. Okay, if you have to work overtime. Okay, and you won't bother actually if you go with the hanky panky process. As long as you carry out your task for the benefits of your organization, okay, and employees with high level of OCB actually, okay, will give their utmost, okay, utmost to the for the benefits of employee as well as the organization. Okay, so actually that's why it is better now for the organization to have more trainings, okay, to have more trainings to make sure that their employees feel that they are part of the organization. They are not just the workers, but they are part of the organization that can share the benefits in terms of maybe profits, in terms of maybe what good image that the organization will have later on. Yeah. So OCB is a very interesting topic actually, and at our university also there are quite many of the students who did research on the OCB now, and relate it to the organizational performance as well as the employees performance. All right, good luck Vidya for your research and for your maybe is that your proposal? Hope you pass the proposal and can proceed with the the next step.
Yeah.
Data
Thank you,
collection. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there are the raised hand. Febi Sonia. Febi Sonia, you have a question?
Yeah,
Yes,
Febi.
I have a
Hello,
question.
Febi.
Hello.
Yeah, see you again.
I have a question. Actually, this is my friend's experience. It's related about the different level of education and training contribute to a different level of wages and salaries.
Yes.
So, I heard that many people, even though they have higher education or experience, they still get low wages. And the wages it's the same, the amount of wages it's the same with the people who are fresh graduate or who are still doesn't have experience. So my question is about how do we face the company rules like that?
How? Okay, you are asking in the position of employee, right, Febi?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Actually, okay, when you this one is maybe not the what yeah it's still it is an evergreen issues. Okay. It doesn't mean that when we have master and when we have PhD, we will get the offer or the job with the what the right pay, yeah, pay for PhD and pay for master. Actually, it depends. Okay, when we first we was offered the position. Okay, okay. The company whether they will offer us the wage, okay, suitable with our education level, okay, it is not that necessary, okay, because organizational financial situation, okay, also one of the factors that can influence the organization to not to offer you, okay, not to offer you the what the wages that suitable with your education level. Okay. Another reason is that, okay, for example, you have the degree. The degree is in in market, in accounting, for example, and then you are offered a position as a marketing executive, for example. So yes, you have the degree, yeah, but actually the competency that you have doesn't match with the requirement, okay, of the organization. Okay, but actually there are many reasons, okay, for the organization to offer different wages that is not really suitable with the education level. Sometimes, okay, the market situation also, okay, because some of the organization, they will just follow the labor market wage, and some of them, okay, if let's say the culture or the community around there accept the situation where employees can be offered a wage below than market labor wage, okay, so it is then acceptable, all right. That one, we cannot say that the organization is at fault when they offer the wages that is not suitable with the degree that we have. Okay, if let's say we found that it is not suitable with our education level, then we can just reject the offer, not accepting the offer. But if let's say we accept the offer, meaning that yes, we obey, we have to obey with what the organization have said. Okay, it is not right when we accept the offer and later on we make some comments or make some negative comments after that, because when they offer us, it's really clear stated there. Okay, you are offered as the position is blah blah blah, the wages is blah blah blah. If you find that is yes, I can accept it. So yes, accept that one. Yeah. So it is actually this one is evergreen issues actually, Fabi. So it may be because of the organizational factors, environmental factors. Environmental factors also contribute to this situation, because when there are so many people working, looking for the job, so the organization is at the advantage, because they can just pick up any workers that can accept the offer. All right. Okay, Fabi.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I hope in future you will get the wage that suit your education level. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Edin, you have question,
Hello.
Edin?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. A bit sad because I come late to join this meeting because I just finished interviewing one of the companies in So
Oh.
for the time being, I'm a student and also the HR practitionist. So I'm going to ask you in two questions. First of all is the theory. Because I'm now on running my thesis, so I'm a bit worried to use my theory. Is it
Yes.
possible? Is it possible if we can change the theory in the middle of research process? For instance, when we go to the company and we see and observe many things, but somehow reasons we see that our theory is not fixed in the times. So is it possible we can change another theory? Is it ethic in the research system? This is the first question. The second question is, I'm now running my family company with 800 employees, and I have duty right now to conduct a talent management. As I learned before, that talent management has 9 grade quadrant, right? And the first grade quadrant is high potential and high performance. So as the HR manager, how we can evaluate the first quadrant in the talent management system regarding high potential and high performance employee? Thank you so much, Madam Khadija.
Okay. Okay, you have 2 questions, right, Edin?
Yes.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so your first question is you want to change the theory. You want to change the theory
in the middle
that
of the research.
Okay, so you want to change the theory to another theory, or you don't want to have any theory in your research?
We have to change the theory because in the field is different with the theory, the previous theory.
So that one is not wrong. Okay, so actually while we are doing the research, okay, we are always updating our literature review, right? Okay, so when we come across some issues sometimes and some situation, so we find that the first chosen theory is not that suitable, so we have to change the theory. So that is not wrong. Okay? For me myself, I always encourage my students, okay, if let's say you think that this is the theory, it doesn't mean that throughout the process until the end of the research, this is the theory that you have to stick into it. Okay, because when you upgrade your literature review, when you read a lot, then a lot more you will find, right? So there are, for example, motivation theory. So this is only example, Edin. Okay, maybe the first few months, you read through your reading, you find that okay, this is the theory that I found that most suitable to my research. Yeah, but later on when you read, and then you marvel under doing the reading, yeah, I mean you find that oh, this is no longer suitable with my study. Okay, and then remember that theory always evolves. Maybe when the first few months you read that theory, you don't know that okay, that is outdated theory already. Right? For example, marketing theory. I just take the example. Thumb theory. Okay, thumb theory. Okay, for thumb theory is how to, for example, how the adoption of e-commerce. Okay, you found that it is interesting, but once you do the reading, okay, thumb theory is outdated already. You thought too can replace thumb theory, right?
Okay.
So same goes to your case, yeah, Edin.
Yes.
Don't feel that you are at fault when you have to change the theory. Okay, remember that theory always evolves, and please choose the theory that really suit your study. So sometimes you have several choice, but what is the closest one to your study? All right, and then what is the recent theory that can be adopted or adapted in your study? Okay, the second one is talent management. You say that 9 quadrant, but it depends actually. Okay, maybe you are referring to the scholar A, scholar B, scholar C.
Correct.
Some scholar maybe come with the 6 quadrant. Okay, and some maybe 4 quadrant. But how your question is how to make sure that you choose the very potential one?
Yes. High performance and
high performing employee.
Yes.
This one you want to take. Do you want to recruit the new one?
Yeah. Okay. To uplift their position.
Okay.
Literally.
So then, okay, to answer your question, first of all, you have to prepare, okay, or you have to answer my question. What is the measurement that you are using?
balanced scorecard.
Balanced scorecard.
Yes.
Okay, what are the competencies that you want your employees to be master in it?
Generate income. For
Okay,
sure.
generate income. And what are the criteria for your company to come up with to generate income?
Transforming leadership.
Yeah, okay. So actually you yourself have answered my question. So from what you have taught, you have to map it. Map what are the competencies that you are looking to your future to be employee. What are competencies? Okay, what are the personality that you expect him or her to have? So you have to have the measurement, or you have to have the benchmarking, yeah, of the performing employees. So when you have them during the interview, yes, you can guess already. Okay, this one I want this one. I want this person to be together with my organization. So actually, you yourself can set the criteria, the measurement, or the competencies that you want your future to be of employee, yeah, have in them. Okay, I did hope I answer your question.
Sure, it's necessary. Thank you, madam.
All right. Okay.
Okay, the last question from chat. This is from Putri and Tika.
Hi, Putri.
Yeah, the same question, I think, about training.
Training, all right.
Maybe you can a little bit explain about training needs and training evaluation.
Okay, training needs. Okay, training needs, we do it before we decide for the training. Okay, so training need, we do the training needs assess analysis to find out what is the training that the organization really needs now. Yeah, so the whole organization needs what kind of training. So for example, now it is COVID-19. Okay, we found that most of our employees are not ready with technology. Okay, so of course now we know that our organization need training on technology, or maybe online meeting, online online, yes, everything online. Okay, then we have known that yes, now the training is technology training, yeah, or online training, yeah. But who need that training? Out of 200 people in our organization, maybe 50% have known or have mastered the online meeting or online whatever, or technology that we decide to do the training. Another 50 need the training, but of the another 50, who really need the most the training? So that is need analysis. Need analysis of the training to decide what training our organization need to provide, and to determine, okay, to identify which of the employees that really needs the training. And then later on, okay, under the need analysis also, what kind of material need to be given, the duration, the duration of the training. Okay, so those are the need analysis and come under need analysis training. It is in the beginning, at the beginning of the training program, before the training program was conducted. Okay, but training evaluation is at the end of the training session. It can be right after the training session, or a few days, a few weeks, or a few months of the training session. Okay, how do we evaluate? Okay, maybe in terms of, okay, we have our own measurement. What are the criteria that we want to assess, we want to evaluate? Is it the change in behavior? Is it the change in way of doing work? Is it the change in productivity? Okay, so we have to set the criteria to be evaluated. Okay, And usually the criteria to be evaluated at the end of the session or after the training session based on the objective that we have set before the training session conducted, or during the training objective usually be set after we have done the training need analysis. Okay, so that is the difference between training need analysis and training evaluation. One is before the training session to identify what kind of training that our organization really need to have, and for those and for whom the training is meant for. But training evaluation is after the training session, not necessarily right after the training session. Maybe it will take time because some of the evaluation need to see the change in the employee, okay, whether change in attitude and behavior, change in his or her action, change in the way of doing work, okay, change in the productivity and performance that he or she have shown, and several others. Okay, yes, I hope that
Okay.
I answered the question.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Khadijah. I think all question already answered by Prof. Khadijah.
You also
Clearly.
tired, huh? You also tired. I'm also tired.
Okay, today we already discussed foundation of human resource
Alright.
development theory. We have 5 theories: psychological theory, economic theory, system theory, learning theory, and then improvement performance theory. Hopefully our discussion today will improve our knowledge about human resource development. And we will continue on 22nd of May.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay. Yeah. Itu dah
Prof.
tidak puasa
Khadijah.
dah. It is no longer fasting month,
Yeah,
right?
after Lebaran.
Yeah. And I'm really
We have
sorry.
big energy.
Huh?
We have big energy
Yes.
for 22nd, okay?
Yes, I think that one is also for 2 hours. But we can go for more than 2 hours if we plan to have that more than 2 hours, because it's no
Okay.
longer Ramadan.
Ya, baik saudara, Mbak Fitri silakan, mungkin yang belum puas bertanya kita lanjut tanggal 22 Mei.
Yes.
Ya,
Okay, so
terima
we
kasih
will.
Prof. Khadijah. Thank you so much.
Ya, terima kasih juga. Oke, terima kasih banyak-banyak semuanya ya, Dr. Nuri, Fitri, dan maaf ya, saya mohon berbanyak maaf atas segala kekurangan pada hari ini.
Oh, sangat memuaskan.
Sangat memuaskan.
All of participant enthusiasm.
Prof. Khadijah, untuk tanggal 22 Mei topiknya tetap sama ya.
Ya,
itu
human resource
human topiknya sama kan? Kalau saya itu masih teori pembangunan sumber daya manusia.
Iya, betul.
Iya kan?
Iya, betul.
Tapi saya lebih the next section I will zoom into specific HRD theory. Okay, for what are the theories for training and development? What are the theory for career development? What are the theories related to organizational development? Because we will focus on those 3 items, and then what are the theories? But I think that this one theories, all the theories that I will discuss in the next session, I think most of the students now they have come across those theories.
Ya. Nah, karena sudah ada kisi-kisinya, jadi dipersiapkan pertanyaannya untuk para students, mahasiswa, jadi bisa bertanya di tengah-tengah, nggak di belakang.
Iya, boleh.
Jadi bisa semua pertanyaan bisa terjawab oleh Prof. Khadijah.
Dan saya sebenarnya lebih suka begitu, ya. You can always just interrupt me. Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes I tak adalah rasa macam saya bercakap seorang diri.
Okay.
So we can always
Okay.
share the what switch the role.
Yes, Prof. Oke, terima kasih
banyak.
untuk
Ya.
Prof. Khadijah atas kuliah umumnya hari ini. Sangat amazing, always amazing public lecture with Prof. Khadijah.
No lah, but okay, sorry. I'm really sorry, Dr. Nuri and Fitri. In most of my talk, I cannot be serious. I don't know why. Because that's me. That is me.
Oke,
Foto dulu.
untuk mendapatkan bagaimana? Oh, foto sudah di
sudah.
foto oleh Mbak Herma tadi.
Sudah.
Oh, sudah, Bu.
Oh, sudah ya?
Sudah di foto tadi ya.
Nanti kirim juga pada saya ya, Fitri.
Oke, siap, Prof.
Ya, terima kasih.
Ya, untuk mendapatkan slide materi dari Prof. Khadijah, diharapkan untuk para peserta mengisi link registrasi dan attendance. Jadi harus 2 link ini diisi untuk mendapatkan e-sertifikat dan PowerPoint dari Prof. Khadijah. Oke. Terima kasih. Sampai ketemu tanggal 22 Mei dengan Prof. Khadijah.
Ya, dan selamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri.
Selamat Hari Raya dan mohon maaf lahir batin.
Maaf lahir batin juga untuk semuanya. Ya. Kalau Sudi datang bertandan ke rumah saya.
Ya.
Insyaallah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.